Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today we're going to go derockify the South Pasture. And what I mean by derockify is that there's a whole bunch of rocks that are sticking out of the ground in what used to be the old horse pasture. There was a ton of them right where the gate is. I got those out already, but I have to go dig up that ground and add some soil and seeds. But a bit further up, there's some big ones that I hit with the lawnmower, and there's one down in here that I hit with the lawnmower as well. I'm finally going to dig those out and fill the holes with dirt and get some grass seed on it before it's too late to do that kind of stuff this year. If you wait too long to plant cool season grasses, they're not going to grow very well. I have, 8-9 bags of dirt on the wall over there. We'll go pick them up and go derockify. Alright, so here's the problem. Well, problem number one. I already pulled out all of the rocks, or at least I thought all of the rocks. Still a few in here, a few little ones, but this was just solid rock. I've pulled so many out of here in the last, year and a half or so, and I came in here, maybe 2 weeks ago, and pulled out the rest that I could find. What I need to do is add a bit of topsoil to this, turn it over a little bit, rake it a little bit, get some seed in it, and then we'll move on to some actual big rocks in the ground. Let me take care of this real quick. We really want to get some grass here this year. The horses have been gone for, almost 2 years now, and this is still pretty barren because the horses stood right here. There was a gate that went from right here over near that tree over there, and the horses just stood right here watching the house for us to come out, and they would whinny to get us out to give them some food and stuff. So the area got a little bit compacted, and I'm going to loosen it up a little bit and get some seed in there. We got 4 days of rain coming. I want to take advantage of that. Yeah, we got some holes where rocks were pulled out as well, and I'll get that filled in as well. I add some 20-10-10, and I'll be turning this under with the rest of it. And that should give it, a couple good years of fertilization. I don't have a whole lot of time to do this, so gotta try to hurry up. Okay, now I'm gonna turn this over real quick, rake it, seed it, and we'll move on. Okay, all done. Yeah, I pulled out that many rocks, and I've derockified this thing several times. I've done it while the horses were here. As they would churn up some bigger rocks, I would pull them out. And like I said, I went in here a while back and pulled out everything I could find, but it seems like every time I shoved the shovel into the ground, I was hitting the top of a rock. They're just everywhere. There's places like that, or like this, on the land. And another one is up by the well. It's just solid rocks and gravel. And speaking of the rocks by the well, that's the next place we're going. You can see if you look at this that it's all sunken in here. That's from pulling rocks out over the years. I'm going to have to get in here and put a good amount of dirt in. But the way I'll do that is every year, like I'll add 3 or 4 bags to that area and kind of step it down. Then the grass that's already there will come up right through the dirt, and I don't have to plant anything new. I'll throw some seeds on it, but for the most part, it'll come right up through it. Okay. Now, the rock down there, I don't know if I'll be able to get it out or not. It's pretty big at the surface, and the thing could be monstrous. I'm not real sure about these either, but we'll go see. This big hole right here is from when we put in the hydrant. It was just really difficult to dig right here. So here's the rocks. Got one right there, one right there. Whole bunch around here. I don't necessarily have to get all of these out, but this is the one that I want to get out the most. I've hit that before with the mower. Not recently, but I want it out of here. So, yeah, and like when you get into here, we're going to have our dirt guy come and fill this in again. This area right here was sunken way the heck down. Same with that area over there by the well. And I had him put some dirt on there and replanted it. They both turned out really nice. We're going to end up having him do that with this as well. And after he does that, then we'll go back and see what rocks we need to take out. But I think we're going to start with this one. And for these, you need the digging bar. Look at this around the tree. Solid rock. When I was planting these, and you can see it in the video, the hole was almost solid rocks. There's a rock right there, and then all this stuff. There's a good sized rock right there, but that's under the tree, so don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay. All right, this doesn't seem too big. It's big, but gotta find the edge. This is a nice looking rock, too. We'll put this in the rock garden. Pretty good sized. Yeah, this whole area is this capstone like this. This is the driftless region of Wisconsin, and this is very ancient land. It's a real cool story if you go read about it on like Wikipedia. There's a couple better pages than that too. All right, we'll get this filled right away. Well, let's get these couple rocks right here out and then fill all of them and then move on. I don't want to run out of dirt before I get to that big rock, which is right down there somewhere. Kind of wish I did this years ago, but it's actually only been what, 4 or 5 years since we owned this lot. Right around there. I think 5 years. I got it on video of me clearing that area over there. And the channel's been around for 6 years, so it's probably been 4 years. Beautiful. All right, we'll get this last big one. You can actually see where I've hit this one. I like these nice flat ones. We'll be using that in Natalie's retaining wall for her tiny house. Okay, now we'll get these filled. There's another real big one right over here. We'll get that one and that big one at the bottom. And if we have any dirt left, we'll come back and look at some of these other ones. Bada bing, bada boom. Lots of pieces to this one. There's a couple of these right in the middle of the grass. I've never hit them, but while we're here, might as well remove them. That's pretty big. They just come up more and more every year, and eventually you're gonna hit them. All right, we'll come back and fill that in. The other one is right here. I see 2 more. Might as well get them. We are almost done with this area, and I cleared more than I was thinking I was going to. Either dig these up now or dig them up next year or the year after when they pop up out of the ground from the frost. That's a nice rock. All right, let me show you what we dug out so far. Okay, this is where we started. Got this big one right here, and then a whole bunch of smaller ones right in that area. And there's still a couple in here, but like I said, we're going to be filling this area in, so I don't want to waste a huge amount of time on it. But we are cutting right through here with the lawnmower. So I got that one out, and we got some over there that were in the grass. And these are the last ones I just did. So now I'm going to leave these right where they are and get these holes filled in right away. And then we're going to go tackle that one right there. I have no idea how big that one is. That could be a big boulder like this or even bigger. Okay, there it is. I have no idea how big this is, if that's the whole thing and it's like yay thick, or if it's a big boulder like one. Most of the rocks around here are like that big one we pulled out from over there, and this one, they might be big around, but they're flat. So let's get at it. I've hit this rock more than any other rock on the land, and it'll be real nice to have this gone. That's a good sign. Yep, big and flat. This is going to be a nice landscaping rock. It already has a little garden growing on it. is. There's one there, and you can see the lawnmower just kisses these if it's in exactly the right angle, but this one, I just have to go around it. The first time I cut back here, I hit this, and then ever since then I've been going around it, and it gets buried in the deep grass. This has got to go. I don't know if I even have enough dirt left to fill this hole. Oh, it's not that big. Well, it's big enough, but I've got ants under it. Oh. Hurry, hurry. Looks like they got some nice tunnels right there. We'll let them get their eggs down into the tunnels while we dig the next hole or next rock out, and then we'll come and fill this in. This one is actually bigger than it looks like. Oh, it's two. Definitely not enough to fill it. Okay. Still have enough grass seed to seed these two. That's quite a bit of rock. And that was 4 places. Well, we didn't get much rock out of the first place, but a lot of rock did come out of there. That was up there by that big rock. Then we went up by the well, then over by the power boxes, and now here. I'm just going to let this sit like this, get a couple more bags of soil next time I'm in town. And same thing with this. It's kind of a trip hazard, but doesn't matter how the ground is down here. We're probably going to have this leveled this year. He'll come through here with a bulldozer and just take a little bit off of this side and push it over to that side, and it levels it right out instead of this 10-degree bevel or whatever it is. But we got to get rid of these trees. I put my fence in right along the old fence line, the farmer's fence line, and then it drops off when it goes down into the woods. So that's where the edge of the field wants to be. And these weed trees intruded on it. They're all dead, and they're starting to fall. A couple of them fall here and there every year, but I need to get in here and take the rest of these out. At least cut them up at about 4 foot high, and then he can bulldoze them out of here. Then we'll have the road going right along the edge, and we'll just abandon this stuff, have it go along the edge, and then back up the hill. Good, good, good. Well, that is a huge load off of my mind. Now, I don't have to worry about rocks when I'm cutting this field. I have other fields to pull rocks out of, and I have a ton of T-posts to pull and an entire vineyard to remove this year. So got a lot of maintenance work coming. So if you want to see any of those videos, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.